welcome. This is Shannon with Case and Crochet. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. I talk all things crochet and I share a little bit about my life too, which you'll hear in just a moment. If you're not new here, welcome back. It means so much to me that you guys clicked on my video to watch today. And if you haven't already, please go click the subscribe button. I am so close to 500 subscribers. It means the world to me that you all are here and that you're interested in what I share about and that you like my videos. So today's video is probably going to be slightly shorter, as you maybe saw before you clicked it and saw the length, but I have a market on Sunday. Today is Friday. This is, well, Friday for me. This is posting on Saturday for you. So I'll have a long market video coming. I plan to post that early next week as a bonus video because I also have a market next weekend. So we're going to be getting lots of videos, lots of market content, lots of results on how things do. But before I get into what I'm going to focus on today, I apologize for looking slightly more disheveled than usual. If you watch my last videos, you know that my toddler started preschool. I had no idea it was going to be as hard as it is for him. It's been a struggle. This morning was a struggle. Well, it was really, really sweet and cute that my almost 4-year-old slept on me for over an hour this morning because he was so upset about preschool. It also left me feeling very tired and achy. But it might be the last time that he ever does that. So I'm just reminding myself of that because he's almost 4. Anyways, what I thought I would show you today is the things that I am bringing to my market that are $15 and under. One item is $18, but it's a new pattern that I got and I wanted to share because I think it'll be a hit. But I am currently in a fall market prep group with a bunch of crocheters on Instagram. And this week we were focusing on $15 and under items. Now, I by no means just made all of this week. This has been a long process, but I thought that would be fun to share with you guys. Also, hopefully my new microphone is doing its job. They're mowing my lawn right now, and this is the only time I can film. So hopefully you don't hear that and you just hear me. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing, I've shared these before, but not in their finished state, and that is these, I always forget where the camera is. I film on my iPhone. It's like the camera's over here. Little pumpkins. So this is the only one that I have that is like checkered like this, and that's because I ran out of the other yarn. But these are from Wilder and Jean Co., the pattern. I made her mini ones and her small ones. I'm going to sell the minis for $5. They have a little cinnamon stick in there, so they smell really nice. They're such cute decorations. It's so nice to have items at your table, I think, that are also not plushy for people that maybe don't have kids or kids to buy for, their kids are older. I hear that all the time. So I like to have some of these things. And then I have the, those are mini, these are small, I think. And I think I was doing these for either $8 or $10. I can't remember the time it took, but they're really fast. I use the Lion brand, Thick and Quick. She ties a little leather bow on hers. I just used contrasting colors of the pumpkins because then I thought it made it look cute if you buy a set. So I have this is the first time I'm bringing these to a market. So I have a little basket. I also made some in the new demi pearl yarn because it's a lot thicker, and that came out really cute too. I still need to glue the cinnamon stick stems to them. Not sure if I'm going to have time to do that before Saturday, so I may or may not bring those. The next thing are these little dumpster fires. If you've watched my videos, you know I brought these to my market back in May. They were a big hit. I think I brought 4 and I sold 3. I sell these for $15. I also just started making them weighted. This one is not weighted. I have 3 to bring to my market, 2 weighted and 1 unweighted, just so they sit a little bit better on the desk. You can print like a little sign for them to hold, but I haven't done that yet and it hasn't impacted their sales. So I have these guys at $15. And again, this is like another good gift, like a good coworker gift or something like that, that like obviously isn't for a kid and can be like an adult thing. Let's see. Oh, I missed a pumpkin. The next, so I'll go through this big bin. So the next thing I have is this bin of Boo Boo Buddies. So these are patterns by Brandon and Rayco. I have a bunch of different flower Boo Boo Buddies. These are great for like scrap yarn or yarn you don't use a lot to go around the edge. I have these little ice packs. Brandon and Ray on their pattern has a recommended ice pack size and link. They fit right in the back here. I kind of tried to make like the ice pack corresponding, like that one's purple because it's purple. This one's yellow to match the yellow center. And then her pattern also has a bunch of different animals. So I made a koala and a bear. And then I just kind of freehanded these ones on my own, a cow and a duck. And then I also made a polar bear. So these will be one for $8 and two for $15. This is the second time that I'm bringing these. The first time I only had a couple and they did sell, but this is the first time I have like a huge bin. So I'm interested to see if that will help with them selling. The other thing I was going to share are these mini loaf cats. I don't make big loaf cats. I just make these mini ones. This is a free pattern from My Universe 64. I sell these for $10 each. They are always really popular. Oh, I thought I brought more colors up with me, but I guess I didn't. You can do them in lots of different colors. I do their face embroidery. Yeah, they're cute. They're really popular with little kids. I'm going out of order price wise, and I feel like I'm talking quick because I don't have a lot of time. I'll save my $5 items for the end since I'm going out of order. Let's share another free pattern, and that is these silly birds. This is a free pattern by the Friendly Red Fox. They're so cute. They also like have a little bit of a flat bottom, so you can make them sit on a ledge. I'm going to be selling these for $12. They're actually really quick to make. Look at their little dangly legs. I just love them. So I made her pattern shows you like the two contrasting colors. She has a mod for the chicken and includes the comb. And then this one I did as a mallard. So I just did a couple rows light tan, I think 2 rows brown, 1 row white, and then the rest green. So these are going to sit in my little farmhouse. I'm excited to see how these do. I just think they're adorable. They're so funny. Okay. Oh, a bunch of these are free patterns. So now let's go into my $5 items. The next, again, if you're not new here, you've seen these before, but pocket goslings. This is a free YouTube tutorial from Stitch Sister Co. I make lots of different colors, also made a mallard version. They are so derpy and cute. I used to sell these for $5 and I was definitely underpricing myself. So I'm going to sell them for $7. At $5, they kind of like flew off my table. So we'll see how they do at $7. There is certainly, they're quick to make like the body, but then you have to do the legs and kind of sew them in, the beak, and then I always embroider my eyes. So these will be a $7 item. Moving on to some $5 items. This is another free pattern. This is all from Jade, her mini whales. This is my first time making these. My toddler loves these, so I'm hoping that they're popular. They're really great for scrap yarn. So I literally, all of this is from my scrap yarn bin, which is really awesome to use up. Very quick, $5. This is also a free pattern. I forget who it's from, but I will link it below. These are like little Mabel chickens essentially. And I sell Mabel chickens too, but I'm going to have these for $5. I want to try to make a couple more of these tonight because I only have these 3, but I think those will be cute to have like in like a little bin in front of my Mabel chickens. So you can get like a Mabel chicken and a baby. And then last but very not least is the one item that I mentioned that is more than $15. It's a new pattern from Peach Puff Patterns, and that is Noodles the kitten. She is so cute. Oh, I brought 2 that I did regular eyes on, but I also did some with sleepy eyes. These take me like about an hour total with the embroidery. I'm selling them for $18. They're really cute. I really love how they both can like lay on their bellies, but they can also sit. and they're just adorable. They're so quick to make. There's so many varieties that you can do with them. So I made a bunch of these. This pattern just came out this week. I bought it and I made 4. Like I think the pattern came out on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So those are all, well, not all, but most of my items that I'm bringing that are $15 and under. I have a couple other things like I have Mabel chickens that I'm bringing. And I just got some, I made some weighted this time to see how they do weighted because I feel like a lot of people use those for decoration. And I also have some of these little mini penguins that are left over from my last market. And I have a couple of other random small items left over from my previous market. So while I didn't make any more, I'm just going to kind of use them to restock as I need to in some of my lower priced bins. I hope this gave you some inspiration for your upcoming markets of $15 and under items to make. As always, all of the patterns are going to be linked in the description below. If you have any questions about the things that I showed, please comment and let me know. Let's see, last time I had you guys leave an emoji in the comment to show that you watched the whole way through, and I really like that. A lot of people do that. So why don't we leave a little cat emoji for Noodles the cat, my new pattern that I got that I absolutely love. And why don't you also share one of your favorite, you know, 15 or $20 or under items to make, or even just if you don't sell your items, something smaller that you like to make as a gift to give people. Anyways, thank you for watching. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to let you pause whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing your dishes and watching this, or cooking, or crocheting, or doing another craft. Why don't you just get to a stopping point? Are you there? Okay. Go on your phone while you're watching me, or your tablet, or whatever it is. Give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I am almost at 500 subscribers. I'm going to do a little happy dance when I get there, and then we'll be aiming towards 1,000. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell if you want, because I will be posting a market recap video next week. My market is on Sunday. So if you're watching this on Saturday, it's tomorrow. And I'm going to be working on a market recap bonus video to share with you, because then I have another market next Sunday. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, and I will see you again soon.